Hey everybody, it's me, Matt, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, movies. Well, comic fans, it's finally here, the first trailer for Matt Reeves' The Batman. Now, I'm a huge fan of Seinfeld, and I hope they make a movie of that someday. But also, I did see Batman Returns. I thought it was okay. I'm your guy. If you want a trailer breakdown for The Batman, let's go through this shot by shot and also see if we can find any mistakes they might have left in. The trailer opens on a very cool shot of a man discovering duct tape for the first time. Eagle-eyed viewers might also notice there looks to be a really sleepy guy or maybe even a dead guy on the ground right here. I think it's possible that this guy that's obsessed with duct tape might have hurt that guy or something. He could even be the film's rumored main villain, the Riddle Man. The next shot we see is a man in a very cheaply made mask. It doesn't even look like it has eye holes. I think it's possible that the Riddle Man made this mask, and maybe in this universe, the reason he becomes bad is because his masks don't sell because they're so bad and made out of duct tape. There's something written on the mask, but I can't quite make it out. Maybe some of you could comment below what you think the mask says on it. After this, we hear some voiceover from Commissioner Gordon. They're having him read a greeting card very slowly, and I think that's an interesting take on Commissioner Gordon, that he's a very poor reader or possibly almost illiterate. I don't think this is a trait that's ever been in the comics before, so it's interesting that they would use that in this film. Now, here's one of those mistakes that I think slipped through. When Commissioner Gordon opens the card, there's some dumb-looking scribbles at the bottom. I guess somebody must have brought their kid to set, and they got a hold of the prop and wrote all over it. So, whoopsie. If we pause here, we see lies written over a bunch of newspaper. I think this is to imply that Riddleman is very poor and he can't afford blank paper. Then this lady takes a picture of a wall. So, okay. Now here we see an envelope, and I think it might be the envelope that card we saw earlier came in. The handwriting on here really sucks, so I think maybe that kid that ended up on set, maybe they gave him a job, or possibly maybe instead of Riddle Man, since this is early in Batman's career, he's just Riddle Boy right now. And I think it would be really interesting to see Batman beat up a child. It looks like maybe this film is giving us a more stealthy approach to Batman. You can see just how stealthy he is in this shot, where he's basically standing in the middle of the room and none of the cops seem to notice him. Here's some guy, and then there's another guy back there, and then these are some microphones. Now, this part I'm not sure how it's going to go over with longtime fans. Here we're given an example of a new power Batman has. It's his very loud blinks. I'm not super familiar with the comics, but I don't think this is a power he's had before. I think this is something new for this iteration of the character. And that's kind of a cool power, I think. I'd like to see maybe there'll be a scene where he has to hide, but the whole time he has to keep his eyes open, which is hard to do. But if he does his loud blinks, they'll know right where he is. So kind of a cool new twist on the character. If we pause here, we can see on the back of this van the letters GC. I think that's a fun nod to Nintendo's classic console, the GameCube. Now, on this shot, I went frame by frame, and it took a lot longer to watch that way. Here, there's some voiceover where someone with a British accent says, "You're becoming quite a celebrity." I don't know who this could be, if there's like a British man in the comics, or a British man. So maybe he appears. Maybe that classic character shows up. Who's this guy? Now, I noticed in this shot, it doesn't look like this boy is in any danger, so I'm assuming that Batman's mad at this kid and just wanted to tackle him, or maybe this is Riddle Boy. Oof, and this another mistake that slipped by the production. If you look at this background actor, you can see that he's actually answering a phone call in the middle of shooting, and then if we zoom in, we can see that he has a sort of poorly written scrawled note on his chest to remind himself to go to set that day. I don't know. Maybe they'll fix this with CG in the final film or something. But it's surprising to me that nobody caught this. I don't know who this guy is. Now we get some shots of everyone's favorite femme fatale, Black Widow. Her and Batman do some kicking, but I think by the end of the film, they'll be doing some smooching. Since the Batman's announcement, fans have been speculating which side of Gotham this film would take place on, and in this shot, it looks like it's confirmed to be the east side. If we look at the background of this shot, I think we see who is this film's fan favorite, Harley Quinn. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just some lady. I don't know. It's could be. Maybe. Here we get another shot of Riddle Boy obsessing over duct tape. He just loves this stuff. Maybe he's actually Duct Tape Man or something. I don't know if that's a comic character or what the deal is, but boy, guy loves duct tape. Lots of people complain that movie trailers often spoil large parts of movies, and honestly, I can't think of a time that's been more egregious than this. We see Batman kill the Joker. I assume this is the end of the film, just right here in the trailer. So, oof, big mistake there. I think they shouldn't have done that. Here we get our first shot of the famous villain, Two-Face, Harvey Dent. Now, I'm sure we all caught this mistake. The Joker says, "Who the hell are you supposed to be?" And Robert Pattinson accidentally says, "I'm vengeance," instead of Batman. He forgot the name of the character he's playing, the titular character of the film. I assume they'll reshoot this. I'm surprised it made its way into the trailer. Very embarrassing. In this last shot, we see Batman take his own head off. That's another power I don't remember him having from the comics. But correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe he's done this before. Kind of cool. I wonder if maybe he'll take it off and throw it in a air vent or something to look around. Could be neat. So that's the trailer. Honestly, guys, I don't know what the heck's going on in here. You'd probably just be better off watching the trailer. I don't know why you would watch this instead of just watching the trailer. We have access to the same information. You just watch the trailer, so you don't really need me to tell you what's in it. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more great content, just as thorough as this. Oh, and here's the part where Batman dies.